Oh gosh, oh, I am seriously going insane. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, 31 degrees outside. Oh, there's just no point hanging around at home. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this beautiful night, it's actually a beautiful night, to my advantage and going metal detecting. So the plan is I'm going to get some Hungry Jacks now, so make my way down to South Melbourne, get something to eat, and because I think it's going to be a long night. Minimum tonight's meant to be about 28 degrees. It's 31 now, it's 30 before, it's actually gone up. So hopefully in a couple of hours it'll cool down a little bit, 2 or 3 degrees. So get something to eat, head to South Melbourne, to the Hungry Jacks there, and possibly go down to the beach, one of the beaches, maybe Middle Park, Albert Park. Probably, I'm assuming there's going to be people who are going to be sleeping at the beach tonight. It really is hot, and that means that the City Council will not be able to clean the beaches. Normally what they do is they clean the beaches. I'm not sure if they do it every night, but certainly they do it very often. So those really touristy beaches like St Kilda, they get cleaned regularly, and what that means is that it's very hard to find stuff. So you'd think summertime, popular beach, lots of people, lots of goodies. Yeah, logic says that's the case. But because it is so popular, because it is touristy, it means that the council cleans it very often. And so not only do they clean all the rubbish, cigarette butts and just rubbish basically. They also clean the coins and other goodies as well. So that's the bad news. So yeah. But tonight, like I said, probably the beaches are going to be pretty hectic, and that means that those tractors that they use to clean the beaches, well, will not have the space, space pretty much to do their sweeping. So maybe the beach is a good idea. Okay, so that's the plan for tonight. At the moment, food, and then take it from there. You're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? Where are we going? Why is this guy taking us in his car? Don't panic, let me explain. Just make sure that you've got your seatbelt on. Firstly, I'd like to welcome you to 69 Digs, which is my metal detecting channel. My name is Peter, and I'm going to be your detectorist, your guide, and your friend, your online friend. Now, what I'd like to do is just to discuss a topic of the day, which is the composition and characteristics of the channel. In other words, what we're actually doing now. In contrast to many other channels, which I have found that strictly focus on metal detecting. So what I mean by that is you have detectorists, they have their own channels, and they are on location, and they just dig and find things, whether it's a beach, a park, a forest, whatever it may be, a creek, private property, and so forth. So they take you there, and they just explore the location, they look for things, and then they do a bit of a roundup. Now, I'm going to do things a little bit different. What I aim to do, and this will continue on throughout the series of movies that I make, I want to begin before the actual expedition to provide you some feedback, or, well, maybe feedback's not the right word, but to give you an introduction of what's going to happen. So, as you heard before, I was sitting in the car and I was just telling you, giving you some background information, and you know, here we are, we're going off to our first dig. Now, what I then want to do is, when I take you to the location, more often than not, I will be wanting to show you a little bit of Melbourne, show you the scenery, whether it's going to be day or night, just to take you along for a drive with me so that you can see where I'm going, where the locations are, and rather than just sitting there looking outside the front window of the car and thinking, okay, well, you know, where are we going, what is this place, I would like to use that time to discuss certain things. I have the microphone turned off when I'm driving, so you will literally just see pretty much what I'm seeing out of the front of the car, and yeah, and then that gives me a good opportunity to do a voiceover and to discuss what normally will be the topic of the day. And the topic of the day will tend to be the topic which is relevant to detectorists. In this case, right now, the topic of the day which we're discussing is the channel, my channel, the new channel. Just so you know, and you can get used to the idea, the way that I'm going to be setting up the channel, what you can expect to find on this channel. Hopefully you'll like it, hopefully you'll find it enjoyable, and I really aim to entertain, to please, to provide a bit of an adventure, hopefully a little bit of an adrenaline rush as well, rather than just simply take you to a location and just show you as I'm digging through the ground and picking up coins or rubbish. So I want to provide more of a bigger picture, more of an expedition. I actually want to take you guys along to an expedition where we begin at the start of the expedition with the expectations, with the plans, with the objectives of the expedition. Then as we go along to the expedition, to the actual location, we use that time, or I use that time, to have a little bit of a discussion, throw some topics at you, perhaps even some even controversial, some issues, things that we can debate, discuss, and obviously that's what the comments are for. Rather than just saying, oh wow, great hunt or great finds. I mean, obviously any comments are welcome, don't get me wrong, but what I'd also like to do is just to get a bit of interaction happening from the audience, because I'm assuming that most of you will be detectorists, most of you will have experience, or you're getting into the hobby, and so you might have some ideas, you might have some questions, you might have some concerns. So what I'd like to do is get a bit of a discussion happening, so we can all interact and have this channel not only as an entertainment channel but also a channel for learning. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, we start off with a bit of an introduction, tell you what to do, what the objectives are, we go to the location, throw in a topic of the day, and then finally we get to the location where we have a bit of a dig. You know, I film, either do live films, live, you know, shots, or depending how much battery life I have in the camera, perhaps might skip certain things, but you know, once again, that part will be what most people have on their channels. And then at the end, I do a bit of a wrap up. Okay, so that's pretty much what you can expect from my channel. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you find it interesting, and it's certainly different, but hopefully it's going to be different in a very positive way. Okay, now the other thing that I'd like to discuss is some of the plans and ideas that I have. Now, I do a lot of detecting, a lot of treasure hunting. I have a lot of time. I'm fortunate enough to have been able to set my life
in such a way that I have plenty of flexibility in the hours. I can get to sleep a lot. I have a lot of free time. Now I'm not a dole bludger. I'm not unemployed. I run a business. In fact, I have a few businesses, and because I do have these businesses, I get income from those, and that gives me the opportunity to lead a fairly flexible and comfortable life. And as a result, I'm able to enjoy myself. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing is metal detecting. But because I have a lot of flexibility in what I do, because I have a lot of opportunities to undertake my hobbies, that means that I'm in a position to be able to do lots of interesting things. I travel a fair bit. Every year, June, July, I go to Europe. Now, the reason why that is because June, July in Melbourne, where I am, it's winter, it's cold, it's gloomy, it's cloudy, it's shitty, it's rainy, it's just awful. Really not even a good place to detect. It's cold, it's just not fun at all. Beaches are out, no one goes to the beaches, there's not much to find there. Yeah, not good. But Europe, on the other hand, that's when we have the summer period. So June and July, that's when I go, and yeah, I'm obviously planning to take my metal detecting gear with me. I took it last year and I had some really fantastic finds, fantastic expeditions, and I want to take you guys along with me, and perhaps even meet up some people in Europe, but certainly share my journey, share my experiences, and perhaps maybe provide some incentive or provide some motivation for some of you guys to go out there and travel and maybe try some European locations. So that's something that I definitely wanted to do. So that's going to be planned for about 2 months of the year, is going to be a European trip. By all means, if anyone's interested in joining along, please, let me know. Contact me, send a message. Yeah, I mean, that's what the comments are for. So like I said, we can certainly hook up and we can organize that. That won't be a problem at all. Although I am going, my base is in Poland. The focus of my travels, well, not only is it to see my girlfriend who lives in Poland, but also while we're there, metal detecting is a key consideration for the holiday. So if you have some ideas about where to go for metal detecting, or you'd like to make an expedition, maybe travel to a few different countries, look, yeah, let me know. I'm certainly interested. So that's something that I'd like to do. Plus also I'd like to meet up with a few people and do some expeditions here in Australia. I'm located in Melbourne. I travel to Sydney, I travel to Queensland. I love doing that. I try to do that at least once a year. Usually it's during the summer period, between December to about February, March. So if there are any people interstate, please, be in contact. Come down to Melbourne. I can go up to where you are, or we can just choose a central location. Maybe we can go somewhere different, somewhere neutral, and we can film our expedition. Look, I have lots of interesting ideas, little challenges. I won't go into too much detail now, but basically what I'm trying to say is that I do have some ideas. I have some vision where I want this channel to go. It's not going to be boring. It's not going to be taking you to the same locations or a couple of different locations every month. No. There's going to be a wide variety of expeditions. Going to be a wide variety of locations in Australia, overseas, and I'm with open arms. I will be interested to take whoever is interested to tag along. I know that one of the main issues that I have is that I'm constantly in search for a detecting partner. So if you're in the same shoes as me, well, here I am. I'm certainly interested. So look, that's pretty much the vision of the channel. That's how I see it at the moment. So obviously time will tell which direction it's going to go, but that's what I would like to share with you at the moment. Give me some feedback, tell me what you think, and obviously subscribe, because by doing that you'll be able to get the latest movies and uploads that I put on. Well, I've just had my feed, and what I've done is I've parked the car right just on the road, basically around the corner from Hungry Jack's, and so what I'm doing is I'm doing a footpath here before I go to the beach. I just thought, oh well, I've had a bit of a feed, I'll just do a footpath.
there's a parking meter there. Parking meter is always quite good because I found coins around the parking meter, so I'm going to give that a go. So anyway, I'll spend a short time here and see what I can dig up in this footpath. I'm going to do a live dig now, my first live dig ever. I've just started it, but I haven't actually dug anything up yet. So look, we'll see how we go. I'll just turn the torch on again. Now I use a Garrett, and that's showing me 83.84. So that could possibly be, oh, there it is. It's a $2 coin. Now I paid $5.95 for my Hungry Jack's cheeseburger stunner meal, so hopefully I can get that money back. Yeah, basically just here on this footpath. So it's come up 84 again. But this time I haven't started the hole because I'm prepared now. So it's very, very shallow. Hopefully that'll be another $2. Like, oh, bingo. There we are. $2. Now, yep, pretty much the same spot. This is where we were just before, and here is where we are now. It looks like it could be another $2. Now, if it is, that means in about 5 minutes I've just paid off my drink, my ice cream, my cheeseburger, my 3 nuggets, and my small chips. Let's have a look. Okay. Come on. One more 2. And we are done. Oh, here it is. Wow. 3 live digs and 3 hits. This one's hovering at about 78.79 on the Garrett Ace, which means it probably won't be $2. In fact, it won't be $2, but it might be about 20 or 50 cents. On the Garrett Ace, I think 79, 80, 78, that's the 50 cents, 20 cents. Okay, we're getting closer. Oops. Breeze is picking up. Those who film live digs know how tough it is. How tough it is to film. Oh, I think I can feel it. Ah, bummer. No. 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 Out of luck this time, guys. This could be an interesting one. This is 87. Uh-oh, battery's going flat. Oh, battery's going flat. Quickly.